I see it every day. Entrepreneurs just start pushing out content because they think they should be pushing out content. And what happens is they start pushing out content for the sake of putting out content. They think being consistent is the way to grow an audience and a business. However, they fail to remember that content is called content marketing, and marketing is supposed to bring you an ROI. So if you don't know how your content is getting your audience one step closer to either fulfilling on your impact goals or your revenue goals, you might want to rethink how you're doing content. So in this video, we're going to break down and show you how you can transform your content so that your content actually does 70% of your selling for you. So stay tuned. Hey there, I'm Brandon Lucero, founder of Sold with Video, and today we're going to break down how you can transform your content so that it does 70% of your selling. So why don't we go ahead and start with step number one, which is identifying what your offer actually is and to narrow down your offer to one specific thing. For us in our company, we sell one thing called the Video 4X Effect, but we sell it on 3 different levels: a course, a mentorship program, and a done-for-you service. Now, when we can identify what we're selling, we just have to work backwards to see what kind of transformation does someone need to have in order to know that they need this product that we have. Now, if you never identify what your offer actually is, how on earth are you supposed to work backwards and figure out what content you need to create to bring people through that transformation so that they want your product? If you don't identify what your offer actually is, there's no way that you can create content that creates demand for that offer. Now, what most unheard failing entrepreneurs do is they start creating content based off of keywords, popular topics. They survey their audience, and then they do content that their audience tells them to do. But the thing is your audience doesn't know what your offer is. You should only be listening to your audience and those surveys if it's in alignment of what you want to talk about and what your offer actually is. So step number one before you create any content is to identify what your offer actually is and simplify your offer so that you know what you're selling, so you can create content that brings people to that place of wanting and having that demand for your product. Now, step number two is really understanding what that offer actually is. In most cases, you're helping people accomplish something with your offer. Now, that process of helping them accomplish something should be broken down into a simplified process. Our process is called the Video 4X Effect. Now, what happens is when you have that process identified, that process now becomes your North Star, meaning that all your content should fall underneath what your process actually is. If you look at the content that we talk about, it all points back to the Video 4X Effect. We don't create content that is not in alignment of the Video 4X Effect. Why? Because our offer is getting the Video 4X Effect on a deeper level. That is the process. Now, when our content talks about the process, we can start to create demand for our process, which ultimately leads to our offer. So the mistake that most failing unheard entrepreneurs make at this point is they don't identify what is their unique process. They just say, oh, I'm a YouTube expert, or I'm a Pinterest expert, or I'm a life coach, or I'm a whatever. And so they start doing random topics all over the place without having a really fine-tuned, unique process that leads into the offer. So now that you've gone through step one and step two, which are identifying what your offer actually is and what is the process that makes that offer or transformation work. Once you identify those things, now it's time to look at the content. What content can start that journey to bring people to the offer? We like to use 3 types of videos: thought reversals, how-to, and connection pieces. So that moves us right into step number 3, which is looking at what are the objections that people are going to have to your offer or your process. Identify what those are, and those topics and those objections that people have will now become your thought reversal topics. For example, our offer is the Video 4X Effect, our process is the Video 4X Effect, and one of the objections I know that people will have is, well, I'm afraid of the camera, I can't use video. So now that topic becomes one of our thought reversals. So now we'll do a thought reversal video reversing the belief that they are afraid of the camera. So what does that do? Well, that helps remove all the objections people are going to have in the process, in our selling process. So instead of depending on our selling process to do all the objections, our content is adding value and removing objections. Our content is now doing some of the selling for us. So if you don't know what a thought reversal is, just go to Google, type in what is a thought reversal video, and you can watch our YouTube video explaining the entire process of how to create a thought reversal video. So now let's move into step number 4, which is looking at what kind of mini breakthroughs can you give your audience that's in alignment with your offer. Again, our offer is the Video 4X effect. Our process is the Video 4X effect. So what types of how-to content can I create that are going to give people mini wins and mini breakthroughs to show just how powerful my offer is going to be? So the perfect example of this is I just created a video on how to create a thought reversal video. That's a how-to video that teaches thought reversal videos, which is a process inside the Video 4X effect. When I teach that how-to video, I talk about how thought reversals are part of one of the pillars of the Video 4X effect. So now I'm giving them a mini breakthrough, teaching them a new style of video, but linking it back to my process and back to my offer. So let's move into step number 5, which is creating connection videos. These types of videos will reinforce the identity of the audience you want to attract and allows you to stand out because you stand for something. Now, every human on this planet operates from a set of beliefs. So what we want to do is identify the beliefs that you have, but only identify the beliefs that you really want to be known for and the beliefs that you really want to stand for, and they have to be beliefs that link back to your offer. For me, with the Video 4X effect, I believe that society is changing way faster than we've ever seen it, and the new generation of kids are growing up in a world that we actually don't know exist. Yet most parents are raising their kids using old beliefs and old ways of being. My belief is that the Video 4X effect and the type of content we create can actually shift society so the new generation can grow up in a place that is supporting all the change that's happening. I talk about that in my content. Heck, I'm even talking about it right now. But I also know that if you're an entrepreneur, you see the opportunity that this change brings. And what I'm doing is reinforcing the identity of the entrepreneur, saying we entrepreneurs have the responsibility to create change and better this planet. And we can do that through video and through content. And now I'm linking my beliefs to the Video 4X. So now what I've done is I've created how-to videos, I've created thought reversal videos, and I've created connection videos. The thought reversals take away objections. The how-tos give people mini breakthroughs and kind of give us that authority stance. And connection videos allow us to connect with our audience based on beliefs. This is the ultimate trifecta with content. Now, what most failing unheard entrepreneurs do is they try to take all of that stuff that I just talked about and jam it into one funnel. They try to jam it into a webinar or a video series. They try to jam pack it into the sales process. But if you can take your content and you can do it all on the front end, it starts to do about 70% of your selling, but you have to keep step number 6 in mind. So step number 6 is make sure that every single piece of content that you do actually refers and shows you how that piece is connected to the process and the offer. So for me, we reference the Video 4X effect all the time. I might teach one little piece and say, hey, this is part of pillar number 3 of the Video 4X effect. But what I'm doing is linking all of my content to the process that is uniquely us, which allows us to stand out. But our offer is also learning that process on a deeper level. That is the way that you can take your content and turn it into a machine that does 70% of your selling. So if you want to learn this process on a deeper level and you want to learn the entire Video 4X effect, you can go ahead and click on the link around this video and register for our free webinar breaking down this entire process. So go do that now, and I'll see you there.